Testing 1, 2. What? Like I was trying to start another one. Mhm. All right. Good morning, everybody. We are here. Good morning, Donnell. We are here and we're gonna look through see what we can see this morning. Over here on my scans, I see my the top volume mover is MACK up 240%. Then we got NRBO from yesterday, 3 million shares. Now, let's see. NRBO Neurobo just finished a closing of its public offering. So I don't know how much that's going to get up, but yeah, I believe Mac is going to definitely be something that a lot of people are watching. Got 9 million shares right now. The only other thing with higher shares than it is MULN down here on the sub-dollar stocks. And MULN did get a little bit of news, which is why it's up a little bit. They got some kind of agreement with Newgate Motor Group, but again, they're 32 cents, so the chances that they rip during intraday is very low. All right, so let's continue looking here in the micro floats. Duo, no news. Sober, no news. MSTR, Cargiro, nothing. Huddy was another one that was going downwards yesterday. AGFY. And these also have lower volume as well. So just focus in on wow. What happened to ATHX? This thing was up here at almost $3. It's down at 75 cents now. And dropping. Okay. So yeah, let me add MACK over here. Mac. And possibly NRBO. I just want to see what it's going to do. They just had an offering though. Let's see. NIO. So this week I am dry for the week. No trades for this week. I've just been kind of looking around and just not seeing anything. DWAC stole a lot of eyes this week. So DWAC, I believe, let's pull that up too. I believe it has fallen off as well a little bit. Okay, so right now DWAC's price is 23. So it did drop quite a bit from yesterday's close around the 28s, a $5 drop down to the 23s. Get rid of some of these lines. These are from way back. Okay. Now, yep. So we'll see how it holds up to 20. That's what it looks like it's going to test. But I hope that it just stays down on the day. Only has 1 million shares traded on the day. I think that's all that I want to take from those scans. I bet DB is trading Roblox right now. Roblox is down 13%. I guarantee he shorted that. Huge fall off right there. All right. DWAC, nice gap down. So yeah, Mac is gonna be the one. Let's look into the news on Mac. See what they got going on over here. Ipsen announced Onivide regimen demonstrated statistically significant improvement in overall survival in patients untreated metastatic pancreatic ductal adrenal carcinoma. Trial met its primary endpoint and key secondary. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's some pretty nice news because most of the time pancreatic is super deadly. Uh, a super deadly cancer, and it's not too many treatments, but that's pretty good news. We'll see how it acts throughout the day. Mary Mac Pharmaceutical shares are trading higher. Okay, let's go look at this company. Mary Mac reports third quarter 2022 financial results. Okay, that was 6 days ago. Now, 3 months ago, it says that they had a failed cancer drug, an overall survival measure, and now they have one that looks like it's succeeding. Let's look at the float. Float is 7.36 million, based out of Massachusetts. Is that right? Massachusetts. Let's see. Yeah, Cambridge, Massachusetts. They were incorporated in 1993. Have to keep my geographical knowledge up of these placements of these places. Okay. They're operating in about 2 million in the red, but that's okay. I think they can get a little spark today. We'll see what happens. Good morning, Daniel B. Daniel B, did you get any trades short on RBLX? It's got 3 million shares traded on it, and it dropped from the 39s down here to the 33s. Oil has also come back under $90, which is great. All right, so let's see. European stocks drop ahead of expected lower U.S. Open. Natural gas extends fall after Tuesday's 11.6% drop. Plug Power missed sales estimates by a mile. That's another one that is definitely heavily tied to energy. PLUG. See news, top energy news of the day. New Vista. You lost 1,500 on A firm. It went in a different direction. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah. Definitely took a little tumble there. Was that 16, about a $3 per share loss or something like that. And then DWAC, I mean, everything is pretty much gapped down. So the things that are holding up today probably have some type of news. And hopefully they don't get too choppy like Mac. Mac, if we look on the hour chart, it has come up here to the 1438s as a little bit of resistance. Hasn't really tested it hard, like no big wicks down or anything like that. Kind of just floating there. And then the gap here was the 1085 at the bottom for some possible support. Remove that. Possible support, but we got to see how this range is on Mac. If it's giving pretty good range, it may be something, but like I said, it's up 227%, so there'll definitely be sellers. And the other thing is if you're trading with the cash account like me and you have the T2 rule, if you trade today, your money will clear on Monday. If you trade tomorrow, your money will clear on Tuesday. And then Friday is the actual holiday, which is Veterans Day. So, yeah. Plug is powering on up there, though. Came down into this dip. 14s and about $1 move there. Back up. Thing B said, RBLX, I am a buyer. No big deal. Part of business. Exactly. Yep. Part of the business. As long as you cover everything, you're good to go. Man, I just have not seen anything in the small caps to touch on this week. It's just been kind of nasty all around. But with DWAC going down to test 20, we will see how much momentum it can get going down. Hopefully it breaks down this 19 level. Just continues to go down. But I'm not looking to trade that anyway. Mac is pretty much my prime suspect on a nice little dip. Let me go look at the yearly chart on Mac and see if we can get some levels here. Let's see. So Mac is at $13 right now. Just about $13. So it's kind of like in no man. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Somewhere up in there. Let's see. Any low floats moving, mid floats. We got Sava that's green. Higher floats, we got Rivian, ASUN. Rumble back to looks like $12. So it had a little bit of a drop. Found a little nice little almost double top up here at the 1350s. Sober going on down as well. BMRA down. All right. So we got about 12 minutes to the bell. I don't know about Mac, man. That thing's going pretty flat. It's got a huge little range, though. Plug pushing on up there to the 1520s. Very low volume, just kind of getting bought up slowly. A firm has a bottom down here of the 1235s. And the SPY still looking like it's going pretty sideways over the past maybe like 2-ish days. It's kind of been in that same range around the 380s. That old NQ over here. NQ still making those lower highs under here. Market watch, a barbell strategy is just one thing worried investors should be doing now. Let's see. Adidas profit tumbles from Russia and easy exit. Yep. Chinese real estate stocks surge after private sector gets a bond financing boost. We are in a strong point of the year. Carson Group's Ryan Detrick makes sense for a strong close to 2022. Russian Foreign Ministry says Moscow has contacts with the U.S. officials from time to time. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg takes blame as Meta lays off 13% of their workforce. Elon Musk Tesla stock sell may not sit well with investors. Russian Foreign Ministry. Okay. Semiconductors. Anything else today? Nothing. Nothing. Got about 10 minutes to the open. This is going to be a weird open, man. But we're going to aim where the volume is and see what it's got in store. If it gives a good setup. If not, just be another day of sitting on my hands. RBLX pulling on the back there off the 35s, went up there and touched the 35, 25-ish level is what it just tested, getting pushed back down on RBLX. And then NRBO. Yeah, drifted. Everyone waiting for the election results. That yeah, yeah. We'll see, man. But right now, I want to trade in the moment, trade the catalyst that is on the day, trade where the volume is, and try not to miss too many opportunities, but only take those A ranked opportunities. Am I missing anything? Are you guys seeing anything else that I'm not seeing? Maybe like a low float or something else that's just not here. Top 10 movers: Mac, Meta, Lyft, Roblox, NRBO, MRO, GM, Microsoft, Trip, PFund, Microfloats, MULN. Oh yeah, I saw MULN. It's down here on the sub dollar. 32 million there. Yeah, MULN got a little bit of news, but we'll see it. MULN loves making big moves in pre-market and aftermarket, but intraday, it's a killer, man. It's a killer. It had one day here that it had an okay little move up, but no pullbacks really. Meta, 11,000 jobs in the first major round of layoffs. First round, wow. Let's see. AMC's key focus on apes. Quality and high dividend set these five semiconductor stocks apart. What happened to crypto? What happened in crypto? Canada kicks Chinese companies out of lithium mining. Jim Cramer, Meta to cut that. We already know that. Let's go to recent news. Galaxy Digital reveals 76.8 million FTX exposure after reporting Q3 loss. Canadian dollar dips as investors weigh U.S. midterm vote. Let's see. Nuclear power industry vies for role in decarbonizing planet. Red Ripple Republicans underperform midterm forecast. Okay. Russians, Putin names companies in which buying, selling shares restricted. It's an hour ago. Brazil. Bailey. Narrow margin. Okay, so that's a little bit ago. All right. Well, we'll see how today goes. Let's check Benzinga. Everything's about Meta and Elon right now. And we have one IPO, low flow IPO today. Earnings. All right. Well, got 2 minutes left to the open. We'll see how the market wants to act up. Need more data though on most of these. Good morning, Daniel. Y'all see One Life in here? Who's the oh my goodness, I cannot read Mandarin, so I do not know what that says. Let's see. Donnell said Kala is a low flow with no news. Yeah, I saw that one. It's got low volume and everything. I didn't know about that one. That's one I've never seen up. It's a pharmaceutical company as well. Kind of iffy. It's definitely gonna have to compete. Let's see. Bitcoin still dropping. 10,000 Bitcoin. Here we come. How is Ben doing in his crypto project? He's doing well. The overall, I guess the growth of the group. I think we got like I don't know how many group members that have joined, but we've also been getting more and more developers on the team. So definitely growing the development team, and they're man, we got some crazy development team members that are working on some crazy projects right now, and I guess you'll just see them in the future. They'll be coming out. I'm sure Ben will post every single everywhere once they do come out, but we'll see. We'll see. Working hard out there in the crypto world. All right. Oh, market's open. Come on, man. Why am I getting this beginning of the market lag here? All right, let's see. DWAC popping around. MULN straight down out of the open. MAC pretty big range here from the 1252 up to the 1325-ish level. Big range here. Big ranges. RBLX coming on down as well. Continue to find that resistance here at the 3560s. SPY is also went down and tapped the 379s. Drifter says NRBO. NRBO, that was one I was watching hard yesterday, but it just would not do anything. I never did enter it because it just never gave any range on yesterday. DWAC, yeah. Getting on up there. The question is, does DWAC have enough juice to fill this gap? 25 up to 28, or do you need to wait for a low swing entry where you can swing it back up there? I don't know, but this is definitely a gap to be filled. A lot of resistance in here on the hour chart. 25 all the way up here to the 28. About a $3 resistance there. Kala getting on up there. Had a high up here of 782s. Resistance. And then a little bit of resistance down here at 7s. Okay. That one's up 5% on the day. So we see clear resistance up there. See DWAC getting punched down a little bit. NRBO looking really heavy. Only went up, what, 10 cents? And getting slammed already. RBLX probably just needs to create a lower high and it'll get going down. MAC 12.50 all the way up to the 13.50, $1 range there. Still has not come down enough for me. DWAG hard pops down there off the 20, tested the 24-ish level. Bottom here to 20. I'm thinking it's wanting to go down and test those 20s though. Mac giving it all. Now it's getting interesting. Let's see how far this thing wants to come down. Where can it start finding a wall on the downside? Got plenty of range on it. $2 million shares traded on this first 15-minute candle. Doesn't want to open up some range to the downside. $10.83s is what I was looking at to see what it wants to do there. I mean, that's a $2 drop there to 10.83s. But it may have to go even further than that. So I'm just going to let it play out to the downside, then make my mind up. MULN still testing the 30s. Got 55 million shares traded on it. Always high volume, very low range. RBLX tapping the 35s again, trying to get going downwards. Kala did hit that resistance again, popped up here just a little bit, but finding a lower high here on the hour chart. So, and this is one thing that I'm not really good at, is looking at the charts and being like, okay, shorts are getting trapped on the highs. I don't know like how to actually say, okay, shorts are getting trapped here and it's going to be a push. But what I do know is at the bottom when they're starting to get trapped. I'm like, oh, okay, that's obvious. But up here, it's just hard for me. When I'm looking at them, like, are the shorts getting trapped or are the shorts entering? Like right here, this little play over $7 here. It may be shorts getting trapped, may not. You never know. 7-Eleven's getting hit there on Kala. It's the highest uh, percent mover, but it's only got 2 million shares, so it needs some more volume to compete. Mac down to $11. So we got a high up there of the 1409. Letting that play out. See if it can break this 1096. Roblox popping up just a little bit. Still creating a lower high though. NRBO jumping up there to the 170s. Right under the 175 level. So that's a $0.25 level, may become resistance there. Now it is the biggest mover on the day by percent wise out of the open. So who's gonna win? Who's gonna win on the day? If you look out here on the daily chart for NRBO, it does not look great. NRBO has come down for quite a while. Has a gap up here. Let's see, 461 down to 305s. And then had another little gap down here. It's a very small little gap down right there. But either way it goes, I'm not too interested in that one. It's got way too much momentum going down. Touching that 175 right there, probably gonna give us some downwards movement now. DWAC, Kala, again failing that $7 hold. Okay, Mac getting down there as well. Let's get some momentum, man. Go test that $10. SPY having a little bit of a bounce off of this what is this 378s, bouncing back up to the 79s. See if it wants to continue that. DWAC getting up as well. Let's see what's this top here. Top of the 2519. I think DWAC needs a rest, man. It's way too sporadic. Kala back at $7 again, making a lower high. 719s. Wow, blasting there on Kala. 720s. 725 level is holding it a little bit. Kala and NRBO are definitely in competition right now. But I can't do anything with them. Wow. 750s almost hit on collar. NRBO up to the 180s. Wow, wow, wow. Collar 55, so it did break those 50s just by a little bit. Will it pull back 50 cents back all the way back to $7 though? Only 3 million shares traded on it. Roblox continuing up as well. Trying to get over that $37. NRBO finally pulling back. So college definitely in a area where looks to be resistance if it can get started pushing back, but it's just so strong right now against the shorts. No real news on the day either. Max still hasn't tested that 10, broken into any 10s yet. I just don't think it has the news to break out on Kala. I mean, yeah, you can play this range, but that top side 1075 or 775, I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. 750s keeps getting pressed against. Got about 12 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Kind of cleaning up the watch list here. Trying to see what's going to continue that volume in the micro caps, micro floats. No known high for these yet. Just continue to play around these tops. So the movement on this one was from the 150 up to the 190, about a 40-cent move on that first hour of trading on NRBO. So we'll see if that starts to chop down, because again, it's under $2. So usually after that first hour, that volume kind of seeps out of it, especially with no news on the day. Kala has a little bit of a double top here on the 15-minute at the 760-ish level. There's a nice little pullback. So we'll see if they can reclaim that $7. The shorts can push it back under 7. But as long as they hold this top 10 list, I will definitely still be interested in MAC and NRBO on some dips. They just got a dip. Sub-dollar stocks, what we got? CLVS and MULN. Percent gainers, top percent gainer, of course, is MAC. Our NRBO, Cala, HCAT, very low volume, not even worried about that. VS, 1 for 15 reverse, never mind, that's nothing. A reverse stock split. All right, so we're watching the top movers on the day. If they give opportunities, I will be ready. 30-minute candle will be closing in 6 minutes. Mac has definitely been struggling to touch these 10s though. So I'm thinking if it can touch it, people will be like, oh wow, it's finally at 10. As expected, this range is chopping down as well. So this one went from a low of 172 up to the 188. So range is chopping down up here on NRBO. All of them kind of giving that same movement too. Getting up there and just really slowing down at the top. 715, 710. Dipping all the way back. Will they break down the 7s here? 705s. So it is failing out of this previous level of resistance. Getting some pops off the 7, but definitely looking like it wants to break down. Giving those shorts plenty of time under or right at that 725 to collect their shares. Kind of like to narrow down the watch list, especially out of pre-market, because if I'm watching 10 stocks all day, I just get tired. You know, I just want to get it down to maybe 2 or 3 stocks I can just keep an eye on. And if those don't go, oh well, you know. Oh well. Looking for volume, looking for some type of catalyst, and looking for a dip. Well, I guess I'm looking for a dip after the highs. Looking for it to make a high, show me kind of where it's trying to get to, and I can play off of a retracement of that high. Well, Mac is messing up. Pulling back up there to a nice indecision now. It needs to get going down. Somebody's trying to buy it up here. Okay. Well, it may not give me the setup that I'm looking for. It may be people may just be too excited and get it going up too quickly. New 30-minute, or all the 15 and the 30 have closed now. So now we have a high up here of the 182s. If this can hold, we'll see if it can hold it down there on the 15-minute, as well as the 30 right there, 182. Don't really know where the high is on the hour though. Mac into indecision. All right, let's get going down. Can we break to a lower low? Break this 1175 is my question. $7.25 resistance. See how it holds that 7.25 there. What's up, Lori? We're in here watching these spotty stocks, waiting for some dips. They kind of just been holding high, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. You know, sometimes they hold high and then drop. Sometimes they hold high and go higher. But I'm looking for them to hold high and drop. But I want them to stay above their previous lows. So like Kala gapped up from 527 up here to the 560s. Would love for it to stay above this level and definitely not go below. Let's see, vertical. And not go below this level. On NRBO, it just needs to stay. Had a little bit of a gap up, 140s, blah blah, but it may not keep its range. That's the only problem I have with it. So 125 is definitely a no-go. So I'll put a if it goes below this, I'm not gonna touch it. 125s. But we are seeing a high up there. Still have not got the confirmation of the end of this hour candle. We got about 30 minutes till this hour candle closes. But still just collecting data points here. Mac dipped on down, broke to a lower low. So let's see if we can get that momentum through this 1150 level. Get on going down. On a 30-minute though, it is a higher low above this 11, but let's see a test of the 11 though, or at least close to it. Yeah, I just don't like the way these have slowed down. Looking for a nice pivot. But with the way they're letting shorts load up, may have quite a bit of a dissension after this. I want to see shorts win quickly. That means those big fish will get out of the way quickly when they start losing. Okay, that'll work. That will work. All right, NRBOC. This is what I'm talking about. You never know who's trapped up here. I don't know. Yes, it's holding VWAP, but when would those shorts put their feet down? This one doing the same thing. Going back up there very quickly to the 750s. Is this going to be a fake out? Had a bottom here of 683s on the 15-minute, creating higher lows here as well. I like obvious. This ain't obvious, man. All right, NRBO looking like it wants to go and test the top again of the 190s. Will it be a double top or will it go ahead and blast through? 188s. That's high 188, and that was 188 as well. So all it needs to do is get a 90, and it'll be on its way. But finding a little bit of resistance there. Yeah, I think it's leading up to a false breakout. Is what it looks like it's doing. Volumes falling off on the 15-minute. First candle has 6 million shares, then 5 million, and now 1 million. Thinking it's going to do a little quick break and get going to the downside. And I could be completely wrong. It could just get going. But SPY had a nice little bounce back up to the 380s. But I'm thinking this thing wants to splash back on the longs on NRBO. Taking too long to break out. So if I was along and I had bought up here, where would I be putting my stop? Would I be putting my stop here at the 175 and risking that 10 cents or what? Depends on the position size really, but it could go either way. This is a 50-50 trade. It could go higher or it could dump. So, you could be like, well, if it breaks down VWAP, I'm out. Or you could just wait on a dip, a real dip. Well, this thing is barely moving now. Not even getting a million shares there. SPY getting back up to the 381s. A little bit of fishiness in the market. Getting a nice little pop up there. We'll see if we can start holding and going higher. But if it does start holding and going higher, these low floats may lose some attention. The high here is the 7, so right under the 775s. We'll see if they'll get a big failure because people are starting to look at the larger caps because of what the SPY is doing. Because you already know Tesla and some of those other ones that follow the SPY a little bit more uniformly will be moving up on this pop here. So I'm expecting these to drop. Let's see, 775 hit. Let's see if it'll get a big fail here. Yeah, look at those shorts getting on. Obvious short. Obvious right there. Stupid obvious. Right back to the 725s. And this will be the death of it. So yeah, that's why you got to keep your eye on the SPY as well, because that attention will flow over to those larger caps quick. All right, Mac. So again, the SPY is going to have to make a decision on what it wants to do for money to come back to the low floats. But as of now, that high that it hit was the 192s. See if it can continue downwards now. Mac getting a nice pull up off of this 1158. It did not come down enough for me. Still an indecision in the hour. So this again is a 50-50 play. I need something better than this. Even if it does get going up, it's just not meeting what I'm looking for. Patience, patience, patience. Got 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. We'll see if it can close at or around 180 for a nice move down. Getting a little buying. High up here was a 1368. Got a little buy through the VWAP, but like I said, this hour chart is big indecision. I mean, it's in the middle of the candle, so 50-50, I'm good. It can go either way. NRBO right at that 180 mark. See what the SPY ended up doing. SPY just floating around the 180s as well, or 380s. Kala has kind of lost its tenacity here, coming back under this resistance again, right around that 725-ish area. Forming that lower high there. 1366 was the previous high. A lot of people hoping that it holds up, but yeah, I'm okay. I'd rather take a higher probability trade there. This one's like dead in the water. It's not even moving anymore. 716, bottom here of the 684. SPY looking like it wants to break to new highs, so let's see if these come down some more on the low floats. What's the new high on this one? High of the 380 going towards the 381. Let's see if we see these break down. NRBO should give us a nice move down here. It did close at or around that 180 mark as well. So let's see if gravity takes effect. And it should happen on all of these, really. All the low floats should get hit here. Yep, there's a little bit of a dip. Not really a momentum. We want to see that momentum come in through that 175 there. Can we get the SPY to hold above that 181 level? $180s, $190s, 98, 99. There's a 181. Let's see if we can get a nice pump down here. NRBO, nice drop. Give it to us. SPY's not holding up that 381 either. But we should still see that downwards move over here. MAC, again, still in big indecision. Doesn't know which way it wants to go. All right. So I got about 15 minutes left on the stream. I'll be waiting for some actual dips if they come today. If not, I'll just be sitting on my hands again with these low floats, micro floats, whatever you want to call them. We're just not enjoying the way they're moving now. NRBO did get a little bit of a push down. Coming back to this 161 area where it left at the beginning of the open. So yeah, a lot of indecision there. At this point, well, that's 20 cents it would have to make up with this lower volume. So a 20-cent push, and I don't think it's got it in it for today. So making this lower high, 13.66 and now $13, becoming a little bit of resistance for it. But on the 30-minute and the hour, it does still have some type of buying pressure between what, 12.25 down here to the 11s. So we'll see if that buying pressure becomes something that's relevant. NRBO pushing all the way back up to the 180s into indecision on the 30-minute. Right there up to the 180s. I guess the other thing you can look at on the hour chart is that it did make a lower high here. So this first high was the 14.29 and now the 13.70. So we'll see if it can start to make higher lows, but then start to try to break these higher highs as it starts to consolidate more. But looking like it's giving a little red there. Okay, SPY coming back up for the 381 break again. Came up and tested. Let's see if it can actually hold it this time. We need to see you hold those 380, 380 and 90 cents. Let's get some 90s up there. Hmm. Oh, we got about 9 minutes. 9 minutes left. NRBO is probably a no-go for me for today. It's just not really the range that I'm looking for, anything like that. I don't really like it. Mac, if it can dip some, maybe it'll be a play. And then Kala with almost no catalyst in competition with Mac. I don't know if it's going to compete. Mac has 21 million shares traded. Kala's got only 6 million. So I guess the top watch today would still be Mac for me, but it's got to dip. Can't do anything with it if it doesn't. So just being patient and not jumping into anything crazy. NRBO going back down to the bottom of the 165. Be closing up this candle, this 15-minute candle in 7 minutes. And as of now, it does look like it's transitioning to go bearish. Gave the shorts plenty of time to load up right above VWAP. And so now they may have control. So where is the top on the day for this thing? 194. We can go ahead and put that in as definitely resistance, and we'll see where this hour candle closes to see the range of resistance that we're dealing with. See if we can get this 1250 breakdown. And this is what I'm saying, man. This thing is so 50-50. It just will not choose a momentum, will not choose a direction. Kala finally getting a little push down back to the 675-ish level. Oh my goodness. All right. There's a 1250s finally getting clipped. See if we can get down through those 1240s. Yep, there's a 1240s giving up the ghost a little bit. Got a little hold there, but again, not my taste. I rarely buy VWAP bounces anymore. Because they may or may not be real. SPY getting on back down there, came off of the 379s, coming back down to the 379. So gave back quite a bit. Kala still doing this thing. Okay. Yeah, Donnell. Yeah, I don't trust that VWAP bounce on Mac. That's a trap. And then if it was gonna VWAP bounce, it would have bounced a whole lot more than that with the range that it's got. It probably would have bounced green. It would have bounced all the way back up here to 13. With the low float and the range that it's got, that thing should be like lightning. But that little bitty bounce, it came down here and just barely bounced back up to the 50, 10 cents. Nah. There's a 25s. Let's see if they can continue to push down into this previous candle. Take it red. The hour chart's looking red. The 15 minutes looking red. The only thing that isn't in alignment is a 30 minute. Let's see if the 30 minute can give up this $12 area. NRBO back up to the 180s again. Indecision on the 30 minute, but definitely more, it's like more indecision to more of a buy up than a push down. So just holding right there at that 180 level. Becoming a little bit of a chopper, trading within the pennies. And a 180 continuing to be a nice little level of resistance. This hour candle is going to close up in 3 seconds. Let's see where the hour closes. There's the new hour candle. Top side is the 193. So definite resistance up there. We'll see if it can stay below this 178 level for resistance. That's our area of resistance that it's been facing. See if it gets a little clapped off of that. Clap down. Mac, opening up the new candle, creating a lower high on the 15, but a higher low on the 30 minutes. But I just do not like this range. All right. So the 1225s is basically where it's holding over right now, right in the middle of this range on a lower high on the hour chart. All right, well, yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to, I guess I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Mac. I just don't like the open. Don't like the way it opened up. I was looking for a little bit more of a push down and then a nice little reversal through the top, but this thing is in indecision, so it may pop. It may be one of those that just randomly goes or falls, but it's way too much of a 50-50 right now. I'll continue watching it until later on in the day. But as of now, just playing it safe, you know. If I don't see something I like, I just don't trade. But yeah, I'll come back. I'll keep the Discord updated if I see anything or whatever. Let me drop that Discord link here. What's up, One Life? I didn't even see you in here, man. One Life going at it. One Life, did you get into A Firm or Roblox? Did you trade either one of those? Invite. Never. I'm going to maximum number of uses. Generate new link. There is the Discord link right there. But yeah, I'll update you guys in the Discord if something comes up. But as of now, I just didn't really see anything I was in love with. You were busy last night? Oh man. Yeah. Well, I guess a lot of this is because of elections coming up, so it may just, have to be something where elections needs to digest first for us to get some real momentum on Catalyst. But I'm okay. I'm patient. I'll sit around like a snake and wait. I will be in the bushes. But yeah, that is it for me today. Let's just do a quick little pop through of them one more time. Kala giving up the ghost back through that resistance level out of this resistance that we had spotted. Mac coming on down as well, making a decision to the downside of this little kind of range that it was in. Looking like it wants to get on down. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to jump into that. Too much of a 50-50 play can go either way. NRBO, again, just kind of drying up on the volume. Mac is about to take over volume wise, 23 million, 600, almost 7 million, and this one's catching up very quickly, even though it's going down. So Mac will still be my top watch. It's got a bigger range or whatever, but not gonna force anything on it. Anyway, that is it for me today. Y'all have a great day. If you're gonna continue trading, be careful. Take those low risk setups, those setups that are like, look, even if I lose, I got the risk managed so well that it's not gonna hurt me anyway. I have been focused primarily on the buying of the dips, buying lows, buying those walls that form. Not really doing too much. Now, I guess you could call what I do scalping, but I'm scalping off the bottom, so it's a little bit different. But I guess it's still scalping because I can get like 10-20 cents off the bottom. But yeah, that's it for today. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.